We begin our journey in the Chola land, a fertile heaven watered by the sacred river Kavari. This is the home of the holy town of Thirukadavur, where Lord Shiva, as Amritasur, conquered death itself for his young devotee Markandeya. Here, in this blessed town, lived a devout Brahmin named Kalaya. Kalaya's heart was completely dedicated to Lord Shiva. His service was singular and profound. To offer the highly fragrant Kungiliyam sacred resin in endless abundance at the temple. This act of fumigation, where the sweet smoke spirals towards the heavens, was his life's purpose. This devotion earned him the name Kungiliya Kalaya Nayanar. Lord Shiva, wishing to reveal the depth of this unwavering love to the world, tested him. Slowly, Kalaya's wealth began to disappear. His lands, his fortune, and his belongings all vanished. Yet, even as his home emptied, the cloud of Kungiliyam at the temple never ceased. Though his stomach was empty, his censer was always full. Soon, 2 days had passed without a single grain of rice in the house. Kalaya's children wept from hunger, and his virtuous wife was in deep sorrow, facing an impossible choice between her starving family and her husband's holy vow. She made the most painful sacrifice a married woman can make. With a heavy heart, she approached her husband. "My lord," she said, "everything is gone. Only this remains." She removed the Mangal Sutra, the sacred life-giving thali, from her neck and placed it in his hands. "Please take this to the market, buy rice and vegetables so that our children may eat." With the weight of his family's survival heavy on his mind, Kalaya set forth, the precious gold chain secured in his hand. He walked towards the bustling market, his mind set on buying food. But then, right before him, a sight appeared that erased all other thoughts. A merchant stood there, holding a large, fragrant bundle of pure Kungiliyam. "Excellent incense for the Lord, sir." The hawker called out, "Fragrant and abundant." In that moment, Kalaya saw this not as a mere coincidence, but as a gift brought to him by the Lord's own will. An overwhelming love for Shiva surged through him. He thought, if the Lord himself has brought me this fragrant Kungiliyam, can I bargain for a better boon? What else is there for me to secure? Without a second thought, he traded the gold thali for the entire sack of incense, completely forgetting the market, his family's hunger, and everything else. He turned and rushed straight to the temple. Immersed in ecstatic devotion, Kalaya reached the Amritasur temple. He began burning the precious resin, and the holy smoke spiraled up, filling the sanctum. He stood there, lost to the world, until darkness fell. Meanwhile, at his desolate home, his devoted wife put the hungry children to sleep and prayed fervently to Lord Shiva. That night, the Lord mounted on his divine bull. Nandi appeared to her in a dream. In a deep and sweet voice, he said, "Daughter, your devotion and your husband's sacrifice have pleased me. Your poverty is lifted. Arise and rejoice in the wealth I have bestowed." As Kalaya stood in the temple, lost in his trance, he heard a mysterious divine voice, an asherir, calling to him. "Kalaya, you must be very hungry. Go home, eat, and satiate your hunger." Puzzled but obedient, Kalaya walked home. As he approached, he saw his house bathed in light and smelled the rich aroma of a feast. He entered and gasped. His humble hut was gone. In its place stood a mansion overflowing with gold, grain, and silks. His wife, now adorned in rich ornaments, greeted him with tears of joy. "My lord," she explained, "Shiva appeared in my dream and transformed our home. All of this is his boundless grace." Together, the couple prostrated, their hearts overflowing with gratitude for the Lord who rewards selfless love 100-fold. Years later, Kalaya Nayanar traveled to Tirupannandal to worship. There, he saw the local king in distress. The temple's main Shivalingam, which had once bent its head to accept a garland from a devotee named Thadaga, now remained leaning. The king had used his strongest elephants to try and pull it straight, but the lingam would not budge. Kalaya saw this as his service to perform. He prayed to Lord Shiva, tied a rope to the lingam, and then, in a supreme act of surrender, tied the other end around his own neck. With the singular, immense strength of his love for Shiva, he pulled. And the Lord, who cannot deny a heart so pure, complied. The lingam instantly straightened, as flowers rained down from the heavens. This great devotee, who valued incense over food and love over life itself, eventually attained the fragrant feet of Lord Shiva, leaving behind a timeless story of unwavering, single-minded devotion. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tales of divine grace.